Strap it and fire it up. It's time to light the fuse.
It's time to light a flow. We'll need white light fire. Yeah. Right, rear racing, we're bringing the heat. Burning rubber and mics, got you up out your seat. Like live on the track or the digital stream. We don't chase views, we chase dreams. From the dirt to the asphalt, throttle stays wide. Every lap we broadcast, it's a hell of a ride. Yeah, Facebook Live and that YouTube screen. Tune in now, it's a high octane scene. Tires spinning, fans grinning. Right rear's live, and we ain't quitting. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, we ain't showtime. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, it's showtime.
Strap it and fire it up. It's time to light the fuse.
It's time to light a flow. We'll need white light fire. Yeah. Right rear racing, we're bringing the heat. Burning rubber and mics, got you up out your seat. Like live on the track or the digital stream. We don't chase views, we chase dreams. From the dirt to the asphalt, throttle stays wide. Every lap we broadcast, it's a hell of a ride. Yeah, Facebook Live and that YouTube screen. Tune in now, it's a high octane scene. Tires spinning, fans grinning. Right rear's live, and we ain't quitting. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, we ain't showtime. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, it's showtime.
Strap it and fire it up. It's time to light the fuse.
It's time to light a flow. We'll need white light fire. Yeah. Right rear racing, we're bringing the heat. Burning rubber and mics, got you up out your seat. Like live on the track or the digital stream. We don't chase views, we chase dreams. From the dirt to the asphalt, throttle stays wide. Every lap we broadcast, it's a hell of a ride. Yeah, Facebook Live and that YouTube screen. Tune in now, it's a high octane scene. Tires spinning, fans grinning. Right rear's live, and we ain't quitting. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, we ain't showtime. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, it's showtime.
And welcome back to Right Rear Racing as we bring you some Monday night action with the Two Fat Guys Sim Racing promotions for the non-points night of your sportsman, your late model sportsman class. Going to get tongue-tied here on this one. Trying to get this one under my belt here. That's going to be your sportsman late model series non-points race here at Lanier. For tonight's race, it's going to be a 30-lap race. These guys are running the street stock, or the asphalt street stocks, and running the Eagle chassis for this series. And I posted the link in the chat for the registration if you are interested in signing up for the series. It's going to be an 11-week race, or 11-week series, 10-week series, counting tonight. And take a look at right there on the left side of your screen. You're going to see the schedule for the series. It starts next week and it goes to February 23rd. We're going to finish off with these cars at the Charlotte Legends Oval Track for your championship. And to cover another event for your Two Fat Guys Sim Racing promotion. In less than 2 weeks, we are going to have, or they're going to have their special events. Race number 2 is going to be a free entry with an open setup, live broadcasted on FTN. IMCA style heat races, no qualifying with a 50-lap A main. Make sure you register today. You can hit that link that's in your chat as well to go register. And that's going to be your mini stock showdown at Millbridge. So if you're interested in signing up, please go and hit that registration link that's in your chat, both on YouTube and Facebook, to get signed up today. And it looks like we're going to have 12 drivers here for tonight's non-points race here at Lanier, as they have roughly about 2 minutes left of warm-up.
Strap in and fire it up. It's time to light the fuse.
It's time to let it go. Really white like fire. Yeah. Right rear racing, we're bringing the heat. Burning rubber and mics, got you up out your seat. Live on the track, on the digital stream. We don't chase views, we chase dreams. From the dirt to the asphalt, throttle stays wide. Every lap we broadcast, it's a hell of a ride. Yeah, Facebook Live and that YouTube screen. Tune in now, it's a high octane scene. Oh, tires spinning, fans grinning. Right rear's live, and we ain't quitting. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, we need your time. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, it's your time.
And we do have 30 seconds left. And Mitch, if you're still in here, if you want to, you can drop that link in the chat for the viewers to go straight to the mini stock special event. Sign up there. These cars are a little bit tricky here on the dirt side of things. As you see, these cars have been getting up on two wheels, working their ways through the turns. And that can happen with these cars if you try to pinch them off. And Carson Cherry is going to be your quick time for your practice session with a 13:53. Again, we're going to have 12 drivers here tonight. And over on the Facebook side, guys, the link is now there in the comments. That's going to be your link for your mini stock special event with the Two Fat Guys Sim Racing promotion. Heat race number 1 is going to be taking the lineup now with James Williams in that 30. We're going to try to go down here since the numbers will not match up. James Williams in that 34 car. He's going to start on the pole. On his outside is going to be Mike Moniz in the number 30. Row number 2 has Carson Cherry in the 226 on the inside with Ty Dickinson on his outside in the 67. Caleb Cherry in that 23 machine is going to be on the inside of row number 3. On his outside is going to be James Burke in the number 7. Again, the field is going to be led by James Williams in that 34 machine and Mike Moniz on his outside to get this heat race underway here as they work their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. The pace truck is going to be right there in front of them as they come off 4. They're going to be getting the rolled up green flag as we're set to go underway next time around. Again, this is a non-points race here for tonight's event. But give these guys something fun to run with something different with your asphalt street stocks on dirt as they work their way down the back straightaway. The field is stacked up and ready to go. We're going to go and catch up with the drone on the start here as they're working off turn 4. They're going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway here, or get us underway here for your heat race number 1. That's the 34. James Williams going to work that bottom side. We have contact with Mike Moniz, the 226 of the Carson Cherry is going to work the bottom side. We're going to have a race for your lead as they work their way through turns 3 and 4. And on lap number 1 here, it's going to go to Carson Cherry. And now we're going to go back to the regular action here as Carson Cherry is going to be working his way down the back straightaway in that 226. The certified pipe layer, James Williams in that 34 machine is going to be in second. Ty Dixon's going to have a flip there. We went right there with it. We're going to go back and take another look at that one right there. As we look at following along with Mike Moniz, he's working that bottom side. This is a battle for third. He's working that bottom side. And the 67 of Ty, he's on the outside as they go into turn number 3. As they go into turn number 3, Ty comes down, makes contact with the left front. Mike gets up on 2 wheels. Whenever he did, he goes up and hits Ty. And Ty got up on 2 wheels and ended up flipping up over, I think, getting sent over by James Burke to finish him off. It looks like Ty is still in the pits here. So it's going to be the 226 of Carson Cherry out front, followed by the 34 of James Williams in second. The 12 machine, or the 7 machine, is going to, James Burke is going to be in 4th. Caleb Cherry in that 23 machine is going to be in 4th there. And Mike Moniz will round out the field in 30. And it should be a single file restart here as, or no, we're going to stack them up. We're going to be going double stacked up, and we're not going to go green this time around. Trying to give Ty Dixon in that 67 machine some time to get fixed here for the race, as we should be going green next time around as they're working their way down the back straightaway. Again, the field is led by Carson Cherry in that 226. The 7 of James Burke, he's working that bottom side right behind him. And thank you for sharing the stream there as we're set to go underway as they work their way off turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Carson Cherry is going to get a good run down into 1. James Burke's also right there. He's moved up into your second spot over James Williams as James Williams works the bottom side going into turn number 3. We're going to have contact, and that's going to send the 34 of James Williams over. We're going to go back and take another look at that one. We're going to look at it from a different angle than right there head on. as we're doing the far chase on, or the drone view here with the 34. He's working that bottom side, trying to go down and slide up on the 7 machine. We're side by side, same kind of deal there. Made contact, made the left front come, or left side come up and flip over there, and the 23 ended up finishing him off there, and that's going to be your second caution of the night. As we are now halfway through with heat race number 1, we have Carson Cherry in that 226 still out in front with a 7 of James Burke in second. The 23 of Caleb Cherry, he's going to be sitting in third. Mike Muniz has moved up to fourth. Ty Dixon, he's back out on the track. He's going to be in fifth, and rounding out the field is going to be the 34 of James Williams. Again, we are halfway through with heat race number 1. We do have one more heat race after this, followed by, I believe, a warm-up session, and then your 30-lap main event. And Carson Cherry is going to be working that outside line as he's working down the back straightaway. We are going to be a single file restart here as he goes in turn number 3. He's in that start zone. The pace truck has pulled off. He's going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway here for heat race number 1 action. And we've had 2 cautions due to the physics of these cars. And Carson Cherry is going to work his way down the back straightaway once again. Going into turn number 3, James Burke in that 7 machine is going to be following suit in second. We do have Caleb Cherry in third currently. Mike Muniz, he's working the top side. And here comes Ty trying to work the bottom side as they work their way through 1 and 2. We do have 2 laps remaining here in heat race number 1. Mike Muniz is going to take the outside, and here comes Ty working the bottom. Once again, we're going to go look 3 wide coming off turn number 4 there. I thought we were going 3 wide as we do have 1 lap remaining here in heat race number 1 action. Ty Dixon is going to work that bottom, and Mike Muniz slipped up there just a little bit as Carson Cherry works his way off of turn number 4. He's going to take the win here in heat race number 1 action. James Burke in that 7 machine is going to be finishing in second, and Caleb Cherry in that 23 rounds out your top 3. And Ty in that 67 machine is going to finish in 4th. James Williams in the 8 and the 34 machine is going to round out your top 5, and Mike Muniz in the 30 rounds out the field for heat race number 1 action. Heat race number 2 is taking the field now, and starting on the pole is going to be the number 6 of Tyler Smith. On his outside is going to be Jake Solly in the number 2 machine. Inside row number 2 is going to be AJ Hunsinger in the 10 machine, and on his outside is going to be the 57 of Trevor Williams. And starting on the 3rd row on the inside is going to be the number 5 of Jack Sarton, and he's going to be in the 47 machine right there on the inside with that American flag on the. And on his outside is going to be the number 96 of Jordan Navarro. And as Tyler and Jake work their way off of turn 4, they're receiving the rolled up green flag as we're set to go underway next time around. We got Susie over on the YouTube side. How are you doing tonight? And Michelle Cherry, how are you doing tonight? As Jake and Tyler lead the field down the back straightaway going in turn number 3, they're ready to get underway here in heat race number 2 action. The pace truck has pulled off, and the 6 of Tyler Smith, he's going to hit that loud pedal and get us underway. The 47 of Jack Sarton almost jumped the start there. Tyler Smith is going to be leading the field down the back straightaway. Jake's in second. Here comes the 10 of AJ. He's trying to find a way around the number 2 machine as they work their way off down the front straightaway for the first time in heat race number 2. We do have the 47 of Jake. He's trying to work his way under Jordan Navarro as Jordan's currently in your 4th position, trying to reel in AJ Hunsinger in that 10 machine as they work their way through 1 and 2 there, coming down the back straightaway once again. And this is your closest battle on the field as the 10 pushes up. Here comes Jordan. He's going to try to work the bottom side. We're going to go side by side, going to turn number 1 as the 96 working the bottom side. The 10's on the outside and give position number 3 to Jordan in that number 96 as he's going in 3 this time around, trying to catch up to Jake as they come off 4. They're getting the cross flags. That's we're halfway through with heat race number 2. Jordan's going to try to reel in Jake here, and AJ was trying to hold off Jack as they work their way off 2 down the back straightaway. We're going to go back up to the front of the field with Tyler in that 6 machine. He's trying to hold off Jake in that 2 as they work their way through 1 and 2. And down the back straightaway into turn number 3. As they come off turn number 4 this time around, we're getting the two popsicle sticks as we have 2 laps remaining here in heat race number 2. And it's been a Tyler Smith show since the drop of the green in that number 6 machine. Jake Solly, he's right there in second as we do have the white flag flying with 1 lap remaining in the 96 of Jordan. He's slowly catching up to Jake, but I don't think he's going to have enough time to make a move for second as they just going right now going into turn number 3, and as they come off 4, give the win to Tyler Smith in that 6 machine, the 2 of Jake Solly, and then 96 of Jordan Navarro for your top 3. AJ Hunsinger is going to be in 4th. Jack is going to be 5th, and rounding out your heat race number 2 is going to be Trevor Williams. And we're going to do a quick warm-up here. And during this warm-up, I'm going to give a shout-out to one of the sponsors here.
Cherry Cinematography, specializing in iRacing photography, has deals to suit all your needs. With deals like 5 for 10, 10 for 20, 15 for 30, and 20 for 60, you cannot go wrong. You can reach out to Carson Cherry 226 on Discord. That's CARSON Cherry 226.
Again, that's Cherry Cinematography. Thanks for the sponsor with Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions. And as well, if you're interested in joining the series, that link is going to be both on Facebook and YouTube. It's going to be your late model series schedule registration. The schedule is up here on the screen now on the left-hand side. Next week will be the points opener at Kansas. After that, we do go to Concord and to finish out the year. And then we pick up on the 5th at Five Flags. Then we go to Hickory on the 12th, Nashville on the 19th. I'm not even going to butcher that track's name, on the 26th. USA on the 2nd of February, the 9th of February. We go to South Boston, Stafford on the 16th, and we round out at Charlotte Legends Oval on the 23rd of February. And Mitch has already dropped the link there for the Mini Stock Showdown. Here is your flyer for the Mini Stock Showdown. It's going to be happening just in less than 2 weeks away. Again, it's a free entry. It's going to be open setup. And you can catch that action live on FTN as they take on Millbridge Speedway for the 50-lap A main. Looks like about 15 seconds left of the warm-up session. And then after the warm-up session, we will go into our 30-lap main event. And for your tonight, for your main event, you're going to see Carson Cherry in that 226 on the pole. On his outside is going to be Tyler Smith in the 6. James Burke in the 12. He's going to be on the inside of row number 2. Jake Solly in the 2 on his outside. Caleb Cherry in the 23 is going to be inside row number 3. On his outside is going to be the number 96 of Jordan Navarro. Row 4 has Ty Dixon in the 67 machine on the inside with AJ Hunsinger in the 10 on his outside. Row number 5 has James Williams in the 8 on the inside with Jack Sarton in the 5 on his outside. And for your last and final row here for tonight's main event, side we have the number 30 of Mike Manise, and on his outside we have Trevor Williams in the 57. Again, guys, those numbers might not to the actual car numbers, and I'm going to do my best to call out the right car number during the broadcast here tonight. As the field works their way off of turn number 4, they're receiving the to go underway next time around, as race control does like this how they're lined up. As they work their way down the back straightaway, waiting for that pace truck to pull off. The pace truck's going to dive off there in turn number 4, and we have the green flag. We're in the 226 of Carson Cherry's getting that loud pedal smashed. Here comes the 6th machine. He's working his way down. He went into the pit lane there. And that's going to be the 6 of Tyler Smith. Let me go try to find that once again. As he comes up to the top of the track, and since Cherry passes him, he comes straight down. James Burke's right there, and that sends him right into the pit road entry. And that's going to cause another pileup right there with the 23, the 10, the whole field basically. And that's what brings out your first caution of the night. And it's going to be an original restart here. And here comes Mike coming out onto the track as he went in there and got some repairs. Tyler Smith, he's the one that flipped there on the entry. He's going to get some repairs as well. And the lap counter should correct itself once we get underway, as it's been kind of messing up here on the broadcast. And they just received the rolled up green flag as we're ready to go next time around. And race control's not happy with it, telling these guys to slow up. We're not going to go green. And it's going to be an original restart here since we did not complete a lap. And now the race control does like what they see. We're showing these guys the rolled up green flag. We're set to go underway next time around. Again, that's going to be an original restart with Carson Cherry on the 226 starting on the pole. And on his outside is going to be the number 6 of Tyler Smith. As they work their turn number 3, the pace truck's going to 4. And coming off for the 226 of Carson Cherry's hitting that loud pedal and getting us back underway. Tyler Smith's going to be on the outside there. He's going to maintain that middle groove. Here comes the 220. He's going to come make a good charge off of turn 2. Down the back straight of it, he's going to be taking the lead. James Burke, he's working that bottom side, working his way to second as he's coming off turn number 2 there, or 4 there, and taking over your second position. The 6th machine, down low. This is your battle for 6 the screen between the 6-7, as the kids say nowadays, as they work their way into turn number 3. And coming off turn number 4, it's going to give the third position to the 7 machine of James Burke. Tyler Smith is right there in third. We do have the 2 of Jake Solly. He's going to be working into turn number 3. He's trying to hold off the 96 of Jordan. And that's going to be your top 5. And right there in 6 is going to be AJ Hunsinger, the 67 of Ty Dickinson, the 5 of Jack, and the 47 of Jack James Williams in his 34 machines, trying to hold off the 57 of Trevor Williams. As they're both side by side, that's going to be a battle for 9th on your screen between the 57 and the 34. Working their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3, the 57 is going to take over your 9th position as they work their way off 4. Mike Manise in that 30 machine, he's going to be in 11th, and rounding out your field is going to be the 23 of Caleb Cherry. As we work our way back up to the front of the field, that's going to be Carson Cherry. He has a pretty good gap here, as a little over a second on James Burt. And we do have a battle here for 3rd. That's going to be between Jordan and Jake as they work their way into turn number 3 there, making a little bit of contact. And now they work their way through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Once again, the 2 of Jake, he's holding on to that 3rd position, but here comes the hard charger of Jordan. 96 machine as he's working his way off 4, trying to figure out something down the front straightaway. A good line here to make a pass on the 2, but Jake's slowly reeling in the 7 of James Burke as they work their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. And all the while, as we do have 3 cars right here trying to battle it out for your top 3 positions, Carson Cherry, that 226, is walking away from the field as he has about a 1.3 second gap on the field at this time around. And on your screen, you do have 2nd, 3rd, and 4th as they work their way up down the back straightaway. The 2 machine's going to look down low as he's going into turn number 3. He's trying to make a move on the 7 machine as he comes off forward. He's still looking down low, going in turn number 1. Here comes Jordan working the middle groove. He's going to try to make a pass there and lost his momentum. And everyone's kind of spaced out. We do have a side-by-side battle back here, and that's going to be the 47 and the 57. Those 2 have been battling it out since the drop of the green, basically. That's going to be Trevor Williams in that 57 and Jack in the 47. We're going to go find out why we do have another caution that has been flown here tonight. Said that Jake crashed there. The 96 of Jordan comes in there, makes contact into the left rear, and that's going to bring out the caution. So that was your third and 4th place runners, as that's going to change up the field. Carson Cherry in that 226, he's going to be out front. The 7 of James Burke, he's going to be on in 2nd. AJ Hunsinger in that 10 machine is going to be 3rd. Ty Dixon is going to be in 4th. Tyler Smith in 5th. Trevor Williams 6th. And Jack will be back there in 7th. As the 226 is going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway. The 7 of James Burke, he's trying to figure out the way to stay with Carson Cherry as they work their way down the back straightaway. AJ Hunsinger in that 10 machine, he's moved up into your 3rd spot. Ty Dixon's trying to figure out a way to make a move and close that gap. As now we are halfway through with your main event here. We have 15 down, 15 to go. We're going to be side by side. This is going to be a battle for 2nd on your screen between the 7 and the 10. The 10 of AJ's working that bottom side. The 7's up high. We made a little bit of contact going into turn number 3 at the line. Give it to the 7 machine of James Burke. Here comes the 67 of Ty. He's going to try to work that outside there with the 7 of James Burke, trying to make a pass on the 10 of AJ for 3rd. And we're going to have contact between the 6 and the 57. And we're going to go back and take another look at that one. Kind of seen it barely in the on the screen there as the 57 of Trevor Williams. He's sitting in 5th right now. Going down the back straightaway, and once he goes into turn number 3, he's right there on top of those two. Here comes the 6 and hits him in the left rear there. And the 6 goes straight into the pits. Or no, he did not go into the pits. He comes back out onto the track. And that's what's going to bring out the first, or another caution here tonight. As race controls watching the replay and figuring out what they need to do, it's going to be Carson Cherry in that 226 starting on out front still with James Burke in 2nd. AJ Hunsinger in that 10 machine. AJ then 10 machine is going to be in 3rd. Ty Dickinson in that 67 machine is going to be in 4th. Tyler Smith in the 6 machine going to be in 5th. And they received the road up green flag. We're set to go underway next time around. The 226 of Carson Cherry is going to lead the field once again with James Burke right there on the outside. Going into turn number 3, coming off 4 here. Carson's going to hit that lob pedal and get us back underway. And he's going to get a good restart. The 10 AJ, he's going to look on the bottom side. He's going to have a battle for 2nd on your screen between the 7 and the 10. Once again, the 7 of James Burke's going to hold on to your 2nd position as the 10 moves on to 3rd. We're going to have a battle for 4th. That's going to be between Ty Dixon and Tyler Smith. Ty's going to work the outside there. And the 6 of Tyler Smith's working that bottom side, kind of a slider there, and slider line there in 1 and 2. As we come up here to the back to the front of the field, James Burke, he's right there on Cherry's bumper, working their way through 1 and 2, trying to stay off his bumper, coming off of turn 2. Down the back straightaway we go with, at the line, we're going to have 10 laps remaining here for your main event, as Carson Cherry has led it since the drop of the green, holding off the 7 of James Burke. James going to poke his nose just a little bit as they work their way through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway once again, here comes AJ Hunsinger in that 10 machine. He's going to work down low. He's going to show his nose. We're going to have a battle for side-by-side for 2nd and give it to James Burke in that 7 machine. He's still on the outside, and we're side-by-side for 2nd as they work their way through 1 and 2. A little bit of contact there, but down the back straightaway into turn number 3, still side-by-side for your battle for 3rd or 2nd there. And at the line, gives James Burke in that 7 machine. We're going to have contact going in turn number 1, as we do have 8 laps remaining here tonight. The 10 machine of AJ, he's slightly in front. We're going to have some contact. We're going to be 3 wide there momentarily. And with that contact between the 7 and the 10, Ty Dixon in the 67 is going to capitalize and move into your 2nd position. Now he's going to try to reel in Carson Cherry in that 226. But here comes James Burke once again. He's looking down low with AJ Hunsinger right there in the 4th position. And again, we're going to hear from your top 3 drivers here after the race. And as they work their way through 3 and 4, off of 4 this time around, they're seeing 5 fingers as we have 5 laps remaining here in your main event for your non-points tonight of your Sportsman late models. We're going to have a little bit of contact there for 3rd between the 10 and the 7 as they work their way through 1 and 2. And the 10 of AJ, he's moved up into your 3rd position, trying to hold off James Burke now as we are in the closing laps of tonight's race. Here comes the 6 of Tyler Smith and the 96 of Jordan. Those two are going to be charging here late in the race, as James Burke has moved into the 4th position. Carson Cherry is still out in the front, as we do have 2 laps remaining here tonight. And I'm 1 lap ahead of myself right now, so as they work their way off of turn number 4, we are now 2 laps remaining. They see the popsicle sticks with 2 laps here in your main event. It's Carson Cherry, Ty Dixon, AJ Hunsinger in the 3rd position, James Burke in 4th, and Tyler Smith rounds out your top 5, trying to hold off Jordan for the last lap, as Jordan's going to try to slide, poke his nose down low. We do have your white flag here with 1 lap remaining here tonight. Jordan's moved up into your top 5. James Burke, he's trying to make a late charge on the 10 of AJ as they work their way off of turn number 4. Give the win to the 226 of Carson Cherry. Ty Dixon and that 67 is going to finish in 2nd. And AJ in that 10 machine will finish out your top 3. Again, we're going to hear from your top 3 drivers after the race. And bear with me 1 second. Sorry for the white noise there. And it's going to Carson Cherry in that 226 is going to take the win here tonight. Ty Dixon in second. AJ Hunsinger in the finishes up third. James Burke in fourth. Jordan Navarro rounds out your top five. Trevor Williams sixth. Tyler Smith seventh. Jake Solly in eighth. James Williams in ninth. Jack Sarton rounds out your top 10. Caleb Cherry is going to finish out 11th. And Mike Manise is going to round out your field for tonight's main event. Again, we're going to hear from your top three here momentarily. And these drivers will be going back to the asphalt for this series. Again, if you're interested in joining the series, we have the link posted for the Two Fat Guys Sportsman Late Model Series schedule and registration, both on Facebook and YouTube. Feel free to click that link and sign up today. It's not too late to sign up to start the series next week. Looks like we got the three guys over here. And we're going to hear from AJ first. And AJ, do you got a copy? Looks like you're muted there, bud. If you got a copy.
Yep, I got it.
And the viewers can hear you because I don't think I have it set up right. Give me 1 second and we'll get your... That's my fault. All right.
Hear them, AJ?
So everything should work now, AJ. Congratulations on the third place finish. It was a hard-fought battle there with you and James. Kind of talk us through what your game plan was to try to make the pass there on James.
Well, I could tell I was a little faster than him. Not much. We're all about equal, but I was just a tick faster than him, and took me a few laps. But I ran him down a little bit, and then I got underneath him. I don't remember exactly what he did there, but I felt like I had to establish myself. So I got in there a little bit. We rubbed doors, and he wasn't very happy with that. He got me back in the right rear at some point, and then I was able to get him back. I drove through him a little bit and stayed ahead of him there, and he was trying to send it off in the corners to try and get me back, but it was fun. That was a blast running these things. I've never ran these things before, so hopefully, I think this is our only dirt race, but yeah, it was a hell of a time.
And this is the only dirt race. If this is the first time for you running these cars on dirt, it's quite an experience, say the less. Nonetheless, they're on there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Hopefully, iRacing comes out with some better street stocks. Cause like these bodies look so awesome on dirt.
Yes, sir. And I know with these cars, you got to try to keep it on four wheels. You can bicycle these cars pretty easy, as the viewers did see during the heat races.
Yeah, I got a little too low the heat race and in the feature once, and bicycled up off the corner. That's pretty interesting.
Yes, sir. And once again, congratulations for taking home third here tonight. Do you have any friends, family, or sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, ESD Performance, League of Outlaws, and I'd like to say hi to my girlfriend, Brianna.
And thank you, man, for taking the time after the race to come over here for an interview, and hopefully we catch you during the series.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Yes, sir. And you have a good night, man.
You too.
And there you have it. AJ Hunsinger taking home third here tonight. And I'm sure if y'all have kids, y'all know what everyone does with the 67. They all say, oh, 6'7". We don't really want to hear from this guy, but we're going to hear from him now. And Ty, do you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Not much, man. Had to joke around a little bit before I brought you up, so hopefully Mama Bear's not upset with me here tonight.
She wouldn't expect anything less.
Congratulations on taking home second here tonight. It was kind of gifted to you there for whenever you took over second, with them both taking each other out. But
It's never a gift, dude. Donnie.
And you're right there though, and capitalized on it. Kind of talk to us about these cars. I know, knowing that they're asphalt cars over here on the dirt side.
Yeah, no, they handled a lot better than I thought they would have. They're kind of finicky if you hit the bottom just wrong. You lift that left front tire up, or even the left side tires up, and it would ruin your run. But I noticed a lane up, there's a little bit of a dry patch, and if you got your left wheels right into that dry patch, it would launch you off the corner pretty good. It kind of sucked with it only being a one lane track with these things. I feel like if we could have got another lane broke in, it would have been some really good racing. But I think they transitioned well over to dirt, being an asphalt car though.
And another thing that I'm going to ask you here, I heard it during with the race chatter late in the race where the water temps. I knew that water temp's going to be a factor running 30 laps. Did you end up running into that situation with the high water temps?
Yeah, I got them early on in the feature, and then I got them got it during like the last 5 laps, and with Carson ahead of me and me running second, I wasn't gonna let up. If it blew up, it blew up. But I just knew I had to go and stay there. So I wasn't honestly too worried about the water temp. I would just kind of ease off the throttle a little bit in the corners and then just get back on it to let it simmer a bit. Um, but yeah, the water temps really didn't bother me too much.
Seems like you had a game plan with the water temps to get them back under control, with them jumping early on and then late in the race there.
Yeah, I just spit on the car a few times and it went away.
Yeah, I mean, I got to do that sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Do you have any friends, family, or sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to, man?
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta thank my teammate Jordan. He sucked tonight, so it's always nice to finally beat him at something. So take that, Jordan. Gotta thank Mama Bear for always watching. I appreciate you, Mom. Gotta thank my amazing girlfriend Bree for letting me do this crap and always support me. Gotta thank Mama Julie Navarro. She's always watching and cheering me on, all the way from California. Got to thank Cherry Cinematography. They hopped on board today. Got to thank you for the broadcast, Mitch and the Fat Guys for putting this on. 618 Laser and Engraving, Horizon Sim Sports, my team, and yeah, on to next week when points actually count, and hopefully I can be one position better.
Hopefully you will be, man, and maybe you and Carson can put on a show just like y'all did for the Sport Compact race there at Bristol. Here for the
and
for
Carson is one of the best guys to race with. I mean, he's always clean. He's always so positive too. So I love that guy. I've known him for a long time, and it's really nice to be able to get to race with him again.
Yes, sir.
Well, I appreciate you, sir, and
Yep.
enjoy your talk with Carson.
Yes, sir. Thanks for taking your time to come over here and do the interview after the race, man.
Yep, Mike.
Yep. And there you have it. Ty Dickinson in the 67 machine is going to take home second. And now we're going to hear from the 226 driver. That's going to be Carson Cherry. And Carson, do you got a copy? Carson, do you got a copy?
Oh, yes, sir, I do. What's up, man?
Not much, man. You let it since the drop of the green. Did you have any issues with the water temp there being out front?
Yeah, I got it around lap 20, and I knew by the time that I got it, I was just gonna be am I gonna be able to hold off Ty, or am I gonna suffer another Bristol thing? And thankfully, he just couldn't get to me.
And you took home the win tonight, so you don't have that another Bristol heartbreak. And I mean, y'all two both always put on a good show whenever y'all are running side by side. Y'all give each other room and much respect between both of y'all as drivers on the sim here.
Yeah, Ty's always been a blast to race with, even whenever I first met him. He's one of the best people to talk to, too. He's just really, honestly, really humble and down to earth, and you can talk to him about anything, and he's always got a story to tell, and it's always fun to talk to.
Yes, sir. And with the track conditions tonight, it seemed like it was kind of a one-lane track here with these cars. And with you walking away from the field for the most part, we did go back through the rest of the field. So did you go searching around trying to find different grooves early on in that race?
Hey, yeah, actually, I did. I started trying to like search around the middle. Uh, just hoping I could find something. I even moved down even closer to the wall, seeing if I could find something. Sadly, I couldn't. Uh, but I think later on in the race, I found something that was able to just help me kind of extend it even further. There's a little small line of moisture uh, where the banking meets the apron, and if you can keep your left front left rear there, you can kind of get a good
Yep.
run off, and that's kind of what I was doing.
Sounds like you're running the same line that Ty was running there towards the end of the race. And do you have any friends, family, or sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah. First off, as usual, I want to thank my mom and dad. Without them, I wouldn't be here. And I definitely wouldn't be getting into racing and uh, living life. I want to thank Ty. He doesn't always have to be here, but he is whenever he gets the chance, and love him for it, and I appreciate it. Uh, I want to thank my brother, Caleb, for coming out. Usually he doesn't get to race leagues like this, and get to race with me, and I'm glad I got the chance to do that with him. Even though it kind of ended really poorly for him, and it really sucks, but I am glad that he was able to come out. I want to thank Mitch too. I mean, Mitch puts on shows like this, and I get the pleasure of being fat guy number two, and it's just a ton of fun. We get to laugh, crack jokes, and even whenever we're testing for new things like we are right now with the cross cars, uh, it doesn't really feel like, oh, we got to sit down and do this. It's like, all right, we can have a little bit of fun with it, and we get to mess around and crack jokes, and that's just kind of what it's about. We're trying to put the fun back into racing. I want to thank you because you don't have to do this for us, but you do, and you take time away from your family and other things you want to do to be here for us. Um, and really just everybody watching. I mean, like I said, they don't have to be watching, but they are, and they could be spending time, Christmas shopping or spending time with their families.
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right on that one. And first, I'm going to say congratulations once again on taking the win here tonight. But with you being fat guy number two, uh, tell the viewers here just a little bit about the mini stock showdown that's going to be happening in less than 2 weeks, as we do have the link in the chat for the driver or for the people to select it and register if they're interested.
Yeah, it's gonna be the only open setup race that Two Fat Guys runs besides the Jettas. Um, and it'll be ran December 28th. I'm not sure exactly what time. Uh, as Mitch is usually an hour ahead, so he usually handles all that. So we can make sure he gets to be there. Um, but it's gonna be at Millbridge. I can't remember how many makes the show, but uh, everybody is more than welcome to come and join. Just the rear wheel drive mini stocks at Millbridge, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a blast.
Yes, sir. It seems like all y'all special events are a blast, and I mean, y'all always throw the strange type of racing out there to all the people, and it's fun to run all their series. So if you haven't done a series with Two Fat Guys yet, hit that link of twofatguysracing.com and go in there and sign up today. Thanks again, Carson, for taking the time after the race to come over here for an interview, and hopefully start next week. For the series starting, we catch you again.
Yeah, man. Hopefully I get to talk to you again. Thank you for being here, man.
Yes, sir. No problem at all. You have a good night, man.
You too.
And there you have it. Carson Cherry, the winner here tonight in that certified pipe layer 226. Again, this was a non-points race here for these drivers, as next week we start the points out at Kansas. We follow up on the 29th at Concord for for the year, and then starting off the new year on the 5th at Five Flags. Hickory on the 12th, Nashville on the 19th. Again, I'm not going to butcher that track on the 26th. USA on the 2nd, South Boston on the 9th, Stafford on the 16th, and we're going to round out the season on the 23rd of February at Charlotte, doing the Legends Oval. Again, thanks for joining in here tonight on your Monday evening to watch the two fat guys sim racing promotions. Sportsman Late Model Series, and we'll be live once again on Thursday for your Dirt Series, and then we go live once again on Friday. Both of those are going to be 8 Central, and Friday is going to be your Two Fat Guys Sport Compact Series. Make sure to join in, and we will catch you next time here on Right Rear Racing.
Checkered flag flying, it's the end of the show. From dirt to the blacktop, we let it all go. Burning rubber, slamming gears, making hearts race. If you miss the heat, catch the highlight, press play. Right rear racing, lights out, that's a wrap. From the front straight to the back, we attacked every lap. Don't blink, don't sleep, we'll be back in your feed. With the throttle wide open and a need for speed. Saw the drama, the thrill, the slide jobs and spins. Legends born in the booth and on tracks we win. Facebook, YouTube, hit subscribe and stay loud. We ain't slowing down, just saving it for the next round. Broadcast signed off, but the fire still burns. Catch us next time, where the story continues at full send. Joe, right rear racing, we out, hold tight, see you next race.